Yeah, I'm in my Three Lions kit, so I don't need to tell you what country I rep. I'm a full Three Lions fan, and then I'm expecting. If I say I'm expecting, so I'm hoping, it's more of a hope because England, since I started supporting England have been favorites for every tournament we enter. But at the end of the tournament, we end up disgracing ourselves. Like sometimes it's that bad. Like how could you go out of a tournament by losing to Iceland? Like it's something that happens. But still the same. I still believe England are favorites for the tournament, alongside the likes of Germany, alongside the likes of France, alongside the likes of Spain. And I think people are not really taking a good look at Spain, but I think Spain have a very good squad. I was actually trying to name a starting 11 for Spain, and then by the time I'm done, I'm like, oh no, I left out this guy. Like, and all of them are top pros. So that should tell you you can't write off Spain, you can't write off the Dutch, you can't write off the World Cup holders, though they've been dethroned by Argentina. So France, with their captain, the latest Galactico in town, that's Kylian Mbappe, who feels as captain, he's there to leave his mark on the national team, are going into this tournament. And I think they are one of the strong favorites for the tournament. Yeah, France, with their captain, Kylian Mbappe. And then it's quite interesting. Kylian Mbappe, in the build-up to the tournament, said the Euros is actually more difficult to win than the World Cup. And then I think it was re-echoed by the Spanish La Liga chief, Javier Tebas, who actually supported what Mbappe said. And then everyone is going like, hey, I think just this morning or yesterday, Messi even reacted. Romero, the Tottenham defender, has also reacted. But what do you guys think? Is the Euros more difficult to win than the World Cup? It's not like I'm being biased or anything, but I seriously think the Euros is more difficult to win than the World Cup. I don't think we obviously don't have time to delve very deep into this, but just some 1 or 2 points to lay more credence to my claim. So, Mbappe has played in back-to-back World Cup finals. He has actually scored a hat-trick in a World Cup final. He has actually won a World Cup, but he hasn't been to the semi-finals of any Euro. Yeah, I know the critics are going to come back and say, oh, but Mbappe has played just 1 Euro. It doesn't matter. Mbappe hasn't played in the semi-finals of any Euro. Mbappe's World Cup, he played and then he won it. He was one of the star players in the World Cup, but he's played in the Euros and hasn't won the Euros, but has been to 2 World Cup finals, has scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final. One more. What other evidence do you need from someone who has actually played in both the World Cup and then at the Euros? When you add the number of winners coming from Europe at the World Cup, I think European winners contribute to like 12 editions, and then South America, that's the closest rivals to Europe, have won just 10. No matter the arguments you can make here, South America has Brazil, they have Argentina, and they have Uruguay. But there are just 3 teams. We have way more European teams winning the World Cup than South American teams winning the World Cup. I think that's enough evidence to suggest the European teams, one, are stronger based on numbers. Maybe 1 for 1, Brazil, Argentina could maybe rank top 3 best footballing nations. But as the list goes and goes on, you definitely find more European teams in the top footballing countries than South American teams. So I think Mbappe was right with this one. Maybe when Mbappe wins the Euros, which I highly doubt, because I'm rooting for, of course, the Three Lions, led by Southgate. This is a sideliner. I don't trust Southgate to deliver the Euros. I don't trust Southgate to pick the right 11. I don't trust Southgate to make any sound decisions about who plays where and who plays who tactically and everything. I don't trust him, but I just like England fans do all the time. We just feel football is coming home this trip. And then Harry Kane is definitely winning the Golden Boot. So look out. And then as a Chelsea fan, as biased as I could be, I think Cole Palmer could win something, could win a certain individual award if only he starts. But I don't actually mind if Saka starts ahead of Cole Palmer because Saka has a longevity behind him. I remember I watched France-England World Cup knockout game in a joint. I think I was the only England fan there with a couple other rival fans and maybe guys who actually sympathize or who are actually against England. And then one player stood out throughout the game. He gave me the voice to actually go at the rivals. And then it was Bukayo Saka. He tore the right-hand side. I think he won a penalty in that game. Like, he was actually splendid in that game. So unlike online trolls, online agenda boys, online fan boys, who might maybe, because the player doesn't play for their club, they want the player to fail. Nah, that's not me. Whoever Southgate picks to play on that right-hand side, be it Cole Palmer, be it Saka, I think no one should actually have any complaints about that because that position is touch and go. No one could write off what Saka has done in the past. It's the same way with the season and the form Cole Palmer has had for Chelsea. Come on. Like, if he starts for England, cool. If Saka starts, it's also cool. Like I said, this is a pre-Euros warm-up. The channel is Box Park. And then we are going to be with you throughout the Euros. We are going to bring you fan views. We are going to bring you all the breaking news from the world of sport. You know, the transfer market is also opening in a couple of days. People are making big moves. Ten Hag is staying at Manchester United. Chelsea are making moves for their strikers. Arsenal, Real Madrid already signed one more Galactico to their already growing crop of talent. It's going to be a fun Euros. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to it. Hope we all enjoy whatever this football season brings to us. I am Maestro. This is Box Park FC. Like, share, subscribe, and then we'll be back with more content. Peace.